Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Joe, and we're here with kind of a how-to series, kind of a beginner's guide to Wurm Unlimited. Now, you guys may have heard me talk about Wurm Online in the past, and it's a game I really like. I used to play it probably about three or 4 years ago, and it's an amazing MMO with like extremely deep crafting and community and all that, but it was just so time consuming and I could never get into it. I'd, maybe spend a month and get really far and then get busy and then get discouraged because, it took me so long to build something up and it, decays and all that kind of stuff. It just almost felt like a job. But then they released Wurm Unlimited on Steam, and you can host your own single-player server and speed up the action timers. So I think I'm running now on 10 times skill gain and 10 times action timers, so it makes the game a lot more fun. And I thought I'd make a little bit of a series on just getting started and what to do. Now bear with me, I haven't played it in a while, so I may be a little bit rusty on things. This may be not the super efficient way to get started, but I think it'll help a few people and we'll get started and build a few things. So I'm assuming you guys know how to get into the game and start your own single player server and that kind of stuff. If you don't, let me know in the comments and maybe I'll make a video on that. But anyway, we just loaded up on the stock world here, and we're at one of the random spawn points that it spawns you at. You can see here the Stone of Soulfall, the meadow. So if you click on your map right down here in the bottom right, you can see where is the meadow? Westlake. Right here. So this is the one we're at right here. You may spawn in this one or this one or this one, but everything else is pretty much the same. So you start things off and you have a few things. If you go over here and click your inventory, you can pull this up here. My screen is getting pretty crowded. It may be a little bit stretched, but I'll know next video, I guess. But anyway, okay. Let's just move things around here a little bit. Yeah, so in our inventory we start off with a few things. All these are very important. A tent is something you can, I think you sleep in it. That's relatively new, so I'm not quite sure what that is. But then a deed stake you can use to make a deed. Your compass, which is right here. Something to cook food and cut down some trees and mine some stuff. But anyway, we're going to start off. There's a lot of cool features right here. We got some tar over there and clay, and all that is very useful. But I'm going to go walk up here and see if we can find... We need some open rock faces so we can do some scavenging for some iron rock. Yeah, that's what we're going to start off first, but please do take in mind this isn't your, your average sandbox game, not like Minecraft. It does take a lot of times. It takes a long time to do things, but it's extremely rewarding. It is by far the coolest game I've ever played. You can totally transform this area and build up this huge structure and, have mines and farms and all that stuff. But it might take you a while to build that, but it really feels like you're building yourself a house. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's awesome. So I'm going to make a little bit of a video series, maybe 4 or 5 videos on just getting started, building your first house, securing some resources. In this episode today, we're going to cover just your basic stuff, maybe flattening out some area to build a house, scavenging for some things, getting some materials you need to be self-sufficient. So what's this over here? A lot of peat. That's good. That can be really useful to fuel forges and ovens in the future. But every once in a while, you want to start foraging and botanizing all the ground as you go, because this is how you're going to pick up your seeds and your starter food, I guess. Alright, so we got some sage. A lot of this stuff is kind of useless to start off with, like a rose seedling. I don't really need that right now, but it is good to have. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to find... I want to find some rocks so we can forge that, because I'd like to make a fishing hook, so that way we can start fishing, and that's a good way to get some food, but I don't want to travel too far because I don't want to get lost either. Definitely the hardest thing to get started in this game is just getting your first initial resources, but that's definitely the hardest part. I thought there was some rocks up here, but you can click this little button on the side. It says climbing, and that'll help you climb. You can climb until your stamina up here goes to 0, and once that goes to 0, you'll fall and take damage. So be sure you're climbing, wherever you're going, you're going to be able to get to the top before you run out. Just going to go up here and see if we can see a little bit, get a better vantage point. Maybe we'll be able to find some rocks. I have no idea where I'm going right now. I'm just venturing on. I thought there was rocks I thought I seen from over there, but maybe I didn't. We'll go and see if we can get up to these rocks here and find something. I don't want to find one where I have to climb up to reach it all the time. I'd like to find one where it's pretty much ground level, but I'm not sure. This is a new map to me. I haven't really played around much with this game yet. I just got it. Like I said, I'm familiar with the MMO version, but not this one. Sand, okay. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and do a little bit of walking around so you guys don't have to watch this, and see if I can find a good spot where we can set up camp. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've been wandering around a bit. I found a nice little spot. There's no rock here, but excuse me, that's okay. We're going to level up our digging skill a little bit by leveling off a place where we can build a house, and then we'll just dig away some dirt on a hill and hopefully find some rock there. But anyway, so first things first, I did a little bit of botanizing and foraging on the way, so nothing too crazy. I didn't find anything a whole lot, but let's see what we're going to do first. I'm going to just try to find... Okay, anyway, we're going to cut down some trees. So let's put our hatchet in our toolbar here, so that way it's easier to get to. We're going to cut this down. You can right-click on a tree and press examine, and you can see here this is an old apple tree. Now, apple trees don't give you a whole lot of wood. They're a pretty small tree, but this is a mature walnut. We're going to cut it down anyway. It's best to cut down trees if they're overaged or old. You'll get the most amount of wood for them, but we're trying to clear away this spot so we can build ourselves a little bit of a house. But we're going to need iron first, so that's not good. Cut down. And we might as well get rid of these ones over here too. I like to stay close to water because I really like to sail in this game, and it makes it easier when it's time to drink too. So, okay, so now that we got that little bit of an area cleared out, we're going to level off a little bit of a spot, hopefully, to make, and hopefully level up our digging skill so we can dig on some steeper slopes up there. So I'm thinking we're going to build a 2x3. You don't really need a huge house in this game. Some people build massive houses right off the bat, but I just want a place where I can put a bed, maybe a few chests, and store my stuff. So we need a level spot to build a house. You can build it on, I believe there's a little bit of a slope variance you can build it, but I like to build it on a level spot. So we're going to activate our shovel here. And if you examine the tile border, which is this little spot right here, you can see, if you go examine, and it says this slope is 2 dirts steep away from you. So I'm not quite. I know they mean this way. So this is 2 dirts lower than this one. So we're going to go in the corner of here and dig twice, and then we should be able to examine that. And it says the slope is level. So that corner is level. Now we want to go up here and level this one off too. So we're going to examine it, and it's 7 dirts away from you. So this needs to go down 7. We're going to dig here. And soon we're going to fill up because we're not going to be able to hold that much dirt. Dirt is extremely heavy. You can see right here it's 100 pounds. So we're going to have to drop that, and I'll show you that in a second. So one more dirt. So I'm unable to carry that. Now when you drop your dirt, you just don't want to drop it on the ground because it's going to raise your dirt back up. So you want to drop it on the ground as a pile. So now that'll make a That's just going to tell me that people can steal it, but there's no one here to steal it. So that made a nice pile of dirt. I'm not sure why. There we go. Okay. It's in this pile of items here. It combined with a log and made just a generic pile of items by the looks of it. And is this the one we were working on? I can't remember which dirt we were working on. This one, I think. This one's level, right? Examine. Yep, okay. Examine. Okay, so that one is level. Maybe it's not. Let's see. Examine. 2 dirts towards you. I think I need to dig this again twice, maybe. Yeah. Okay, so now that one's level. Now this slope is the only one we have to worry about now. We're gonna dump our dirt in there. Let's see, examine. Okay. Oh, shoot. And you can hit up here to stop whatever you're doing. Dig this 4 times. Okay, so now let's see, examine. So that slope is level. So now this whole section, this whole tile right here is now level. So I need to make this one level, and this one level, and that one level, and that one, and that one, and then we'll be done. I'm not going to make you guys watch all that, but I just wanted to explain to you how leveling a dirt. This is how you level, and you can see how long things would take. Now people hollow out this whole place and make, we're eventually going to dig it all out. But it's just really cool that this was, a section in the side of a mountain, and now we're terraforming it and eventually going to build a house on it. That's awesome. But anyway, I'll be right back, guys, whenever I have this spot level. Okay, so I've flattened out this 3x2 tile section here. Didn't take me too long. I leveled up my digging to 17, and after I believe it's 15 digging, once you hover over the tiles, it actually tells you whether it's flat or not. So right now it says 5 slope up, so I need to dig that 5 down or add 5 dirt in this corner, and then, vice versa. But anyway, what I want to do is take my shovel and now pack this dirt. That way no grass is going to grow here, and, I'll know that I want to build my house here. You can see it's starting to become nighttime. The sun is setting. It's going to get dark pretty soon. There's no zombies or anything that come out at night. It's just dark. It's harder to see. That's about it. So we're going to light a fire. We're going to have to cook soon. Maybe walk down to the river and grab a drink of water before we try to find ourselves a mine. Alright. So we got this nice little 2x3 area here. We're going to grab one of these logs. Take one of these. We're going to activate our carving knife. And we're going to make ourselves some kindling. We have a 58% chance of making it, so we may fail. Let's see. Oh, we created a kindling. That's awesome. Now we're going to activate our steel and flint and create a campfire. We have a 49% chance of making this. And as you level up your skills, it'll be better. So my fire making went up to 2, but the more I work with it, the better it'll get. I'm going to make some new kindling because I failed with that one and it's now not big enough to make a fire. Let's see. I almost made it, but I failed. This is the fun part of Wurm. It's pretty frustrating. But like you said, the more you do it, the better your skills get. There's a lot of time, you spend a lot of time failing in the start. Please make the fire. Thank you. Okay, so we made a fire that time. Now we're going to feed it. You can examine it. It says the fire burns steadily and will still burn for a long time. That's awesome. When it starts to say, it has much unburnt material, you want to add to it because, it's going to burn out soon. Alright, so now that we got a fire, that's awesome. Let's walk down to the river and get some water. Alright, this is one reason why I like going down, staying close to water. It's really easy to drink. You don't have to build a well, and you don't need a water skin or anything like that. It is important to keep your food and hunger up, because the more nourished and I guess hydrated you are, the quicker your stamina bar refills. So all you have to do is go up to the water here, right click on it, and taste drink. I don't know what the taste is. Maybe you can drink, not very good water. I'm not sure, but let's see if we can forage and botanize a few things along the way. See if we can find some food, because we're gonna have to build or make some food, make some sort of casserole here soon, because I guess not really. Our hunger's not too bad. I think my dog wants out. I better let her out. Okay, so yeah, let's see if we can find a few things along the way. Everything is picked clean. I'm not sure why. I mean, I'm the only guy in the whole world on this server, so I'm looking for a pumpkin. Pumpkins are great. They're very heavy. They take up a lot of weight, and they're a really good crop to start growing too in your farm. Let's see. Oregano. I seem to have some sort of glow around me too. I think you have a glow for the first 24 hours or something like that, but unless I have a lantern, but I don't think they do. Oh, I found corn. That's awesome. That'll be good. We should really plant that, but we need some food. Actually, our food's not too bad, so maybe we'll plant that corn, and hopefully we'll be able to harvest it and get double. I can't remember what the farming level you need is to harvest 2, but we'll see. I can't really do anything with these. The corn is, I guess strawberries I could put into one too, but I'd like to find, I was kind of hoping to put that in my casserole. More linen berries. Those are good for like healing and stuff like that. Oh, I found a pumpkin. Awesome. So we can plant the corn, and we'll use the pumpkin in our casserole to take up weight. Oh, I found another pumpkin. Awesome. Cool. And we can plant one pumpkin too. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that too. See if we can. No, we'll wait. We need a good level spot to do that. So we'll wait for that. Right now, I'm gonna go up here and we're gonna see if we can dig away some of this dirt and find ourselves some rock. I know there is rock up there, so there's tar there. There's got to be rock on this thing here. So let's see if we can dig down right here and find ourselves some rock. Hopefully good. My digging is high enough to dig here. I don't know how long it's going to take us to find rock, or even if we're going to be able to find rock. So I'm just going to keep digging here and hopefully find something, and hopefully be back in a second. Okay, finally hit rock. Holy crap, that took a while. If you can see here, this was the hill we started out, and then I just dug this crazy hole down here, and finally hit dirt. So pretty happy about that. My fire did go out, so that's okay. But anyway, let's go down in here, and we're probably, it's kind of like foraging. You gotta rummage on this rock tile. It says it's picked clean. So all that work, I get nothing for it. I don't even get any iron. That's okay. We're going to leave it for now. We have rock. We can mine in here. Let's prospect it here. Where's my pickaxe? Let's prospect and see if, hopefully we'll get lucky and there'll be ore in this relative area. That would be awesome. There is lead ore nearby. Ugh. I really wish it was iron, because we need iron. But anyway, that's okay. We have a tent right now. We don't need iron to start things off. It is handy. There's a lot of tools we're gonna have to build with iron, But I think we'll go back now, start a fire, and cook ourselves a meal, and then we'll go from there. So let's go back here again and make another fire. So we'll take this log and activate our trusting carving knife and create some kindling. My let's see, my digging is at 25, which is crazy. That's a lot of digging in one single go. Kindling. So now it was 58% when we started, I think, to make kindling, and since my carving knife is gone up to 4, it's now 60% chance. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, where is our steel and flint, and try to make ourselves a campfire. Campfire is also up from 49 to 53. That's pretty good. And oh, a rare applewood campfire. You get this chance of making a rare tool or a rare thing, whatever you're crafting. I don't think a rare campfire is very good, but or beneficial, but that's okay. Let's also drop our tent. Let's see. I think that's a little close to the fire. Let's take this back. I think that's, I feel like that's probably a fire hazard, and we'll drop down our tent right here. That's a little better. The entrance is away from the fire, but that's okay. Alright, so now we want to open up our campfire, and we want to drop our pottery bowl in there. We are going to put one of our pumpkins in, and we're going to plant the corn, so that's okay. Let's see, strawberries can go in there, and maybe blueberries. Let's see, and then you examine it. Oh, I got to put them in the pottery bowl. That helps. And examine, and the difficulty of this casserole is 30, so that's pretty high. Let's see, if 21, can we add maybe oregano into that? What's that going to do? 30. What about sage? I want to make the weight a little bit more. Geez, it all makes it to 30. Okay, we're going to leave that out. So that's going to make a pumpkin and strawberry casserole with the difficulty of 21. So the lower the difficulty, the better, because we have a pretty low skill right now, and the higher quality the dish that comes out, the more it replenishes your hunger. Also, you want to eat your meals when they're hot, not cold, because it'll also give you better nutrition. If they're cold, sitting in your inventory, they don't, do as much. It's not as much bang for your buck, I guess you could say. Alright, so that's pretty good. So while that's cooking up, we're going to do a few more things before we go. I want to make a little bit of a farming area, so I think this would be a good spot right up here. You do need it to be flat for your farm, so we're going to cut this tree down here. Cut down. Okay, that's good. I did notice, I don't know why, I don't know if this is a new feature, but there is a flatten option here. So I think that might flatten the ground. It does take a little bit longer, it seems, but you're going to see here if that flattens it. It seems to, which is cool. I'm not sure what the disadvantages are to that, but to slope up. Can we flatten again? Some corners can't be modified, it said. I'm just going to flatten two square tiles. We're probably going to stretch our farm, I don't know, up there. One slope down. So we want to dig this. So that's, what is this? 8 slope up. What is, that's not very level. Okay, so let's drop the dirt in this corner here. And we're going to dig this down a bit. The only thing about building in a mountain is you got to do a lot of flattening. But this is a pretty flat area. It's not too bad. We can do quite a bit with this. Am I going the wrong way? 12 slope up. Well, maybe I'm digging in the wrong. Let's drop these on the ground. I was digging in the corner, I thought. Let's try it again. There we go. So we're going to dig this down, flatten this out, and plant this pumpkin seed. And then I think that's probably going to do it for this video. We did flatten out a nice little area. We got our tent set up there. We found some rock, which is cool. Doesn't really help us out right now, but it will in the future. I'm hoping We'll probably mine that out, and maybe find some, there's some lead in there. I would really like to find some iron, but, I don't think I'm going to do that. But in the future we will. Let's see, actually, I'm going to have to dig this up. What are we, 2 slope down, one more time. And dig this corner. Oh, no. Actually, we want to drop 3 here on ground. That's flat. That's flat. Oh. Let's see. That's flat. I thought I just made that flat, for God's sakes. What is this? 6 slope down. Six slope down. So these each need to go up 6. I think that would be best. It would make it a little easier if we made these go up. So let's take all this and drop this here on ground. That's not going to make it, but yeah, that makes it a little better there. And let's see, what do we got? We got 4, so drop on the ground. We need more dirt, so let's grab some dirt here. Take as many as we can carry. Oh, I thought this was going to be really quick, but apparently not. Nothing in Wurm is really quick. What? Am I like working on totally the wrong... I think I started working on this tile, but then ended up working on... Oh man, I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. Okay, 1 slope down. Let's drop 1 dirt here, drop on ground. Okay, no. Alright, that's all messed up. We're going to worry about this another day. Let's see. Can I cultivate this? Maybe I can just cultivate this. Let's see. Shovel. That's already cultivated. Let's crush one of our pumpkins for the seeds and try to sow. Oh, cool. Okay, apparently this is level enough. Awesome. So we're going to plant our seeds in here, and I might be able to plant the corn right over there too. So the pumpkin, I think you have a chance of, not being able to, lose your seeds, I guess. But I'm hoping we get this and we can get double. I can't remember if you get double the amount right off the bat, but it would be nice to have enough to plant some more pumpkins plus enough food for us. So let's see. Let's cut down. Where's our pickaxe or our hatchet? Sorry. Let's cut down this thorn bush so it's not in the way of our... There we go. That looks nice. Awesome. Okay, and we can drop this dirt as a pile. Man, we got some farming going on right now. Let's go check out our casserole here. Open this up. Pottery bowl. Our casserole is hot. That's awesome. So let's see. It's a good, not bad, horrible quality, but that's okay. So let's eat here and see. Watch our nutrition. Our nutrition is probably going to go down. Oh, it's already at 0. I thought it started at 100. Anyway, food is 66. So let's eat this. Oh, nutrition went up. That's good. You can see here we're eating more weight, and we're probably going to eat that whole thing, and it's not going to fill our hunger. So we'll have to keep foraging around. The more, the better quality crops we get, and we can start hunting some animals, and we'll be able to, make better quality food. But that's okay. Alright, I think this is a good spot to end, guys. So what do? We learned how to flatten some area. We learned how to find some rock. We learned how to make a fire, get some drink, and grow some food. So that's pretty much all you need to know in your worm life starting off. I think this tent lasts, I can't quite remember how long this tent lasts, but eventually it does go away. So we do need to build a house, and for that we need iron. Iron is very important. We need that to make all of our tools. So we'll need to find that. But that will be next episode. I think next episode what we're going to tackle is finding some iron, building some tools, laying down the foundation for our houses, and maybe doing some fishing. If you guys would like to see more of these videos, please let me know in the comment section, or if you have any questions, let me know that as well. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.